Good morning, everybody. Frank C. here for SpotOnSportsPicks.com. How's everybody doing this beautiful Sunday morning, March 8th, 2020? We're getting into the meat of the college basketball season, conference tournaments, and NCAA tournament. Today's the last day of the regular season. We got some games in the Big Ten and the American Conference and all over. We're trying to get some winners in for the tournament starting Tuesday, the conference tournaments, and then the week after the NCAA tournament starts. So we're getting involved. We're getting down to the end of the regular college basketball season, and we're going to start big into the tournaments. Let's see. Yesterday we did a couple of things. We put a couple of games out on the free side. We had some teams going on the VIP side. We even dabbled into some horse racing yesterday, if you checked out that video. Let's recap everything. Yesterday, lost a tough one with Indiana. We had Indiana at home against Wisconsin. They were winning towards the end. Wisconsin just shut them down, and they ended up winning on the court. Indiana was a 2-point favorite. So Wisconsin won and covered that game. And then we took the 76ers on the road against the Warriors. We thought they turned around a little bit against one of the worst teams in the league. The line was 1.5 early for the 76ers. It went up to 3.5 because Steph Curry wasn't going to play in his second game back. So that's why the line shot up a little bit. But give credit where credit is due. The Warriors hung tough. The Warriors end up coming back and winning the game on the court, 118 to 114. The 76ers were winning by 8, 10 most of the way, and they just got clamped down at the end. And we lost 2 tough games yesterday. Should at least got a split out of them. But anyways, the VIP side was 1-1. So yesterday, all in all, wasn't really a great day. But we did dabble into horses a little bit. We sort of broke out even. Horse racing's a little different. Horse racing, you got to be patient. You got to try to make that one score, because once you make that one score, you're winning pretty good. You're good for a while. And yesterday we did hit the Aqueduct 8th race Superfecta for $1. It only paid 138, but we bet, if you looked at all the wagers that we bet yesterday, we bet $148 in wagers. That included the Tom Fool, the 8th race at Aqueduct, along with Aqueduct's 10th race, which was the featured Gotham Stakes for a prep race for the Derby, Kentucky Derby. So we didn't do too good there, but winning the $138, we only lost $10 for the day in betting horses. So horse racing's a lot different type of sport as far as gambling. It's money management. You're looking to make that one big score, and when you can get your secondary bets in to get some money back, that's always a good thing. So all in all, the horse racing wasn't too bad. We were out there. We had a good shot at making some money in that late race, but it just didn't turn out. So I'm going to try doing those on a Saturday, and then once we get closer to the Derby and to the spring and summertime, we'll start doing it more often. We'll get some different opinions. I got some horse racing people. You understand what I'm saying? So anyways. Let's get into today real quick. I want to look at a couple of games here on the free side. Let's see here. We got a game starting at 1 o'clock. I like this game a little bit. It's Nebraska versus Minnesota. Last game of the night, or the last game of the year for both teams in the Big Ten. They're actually both teams that are on the bottom of the Big Ten. Nebraska's just having a terrible year. They're 7-23. Minnesota is 13-16. Minnesota had earlier in the year. They're a little bit more promising. I like their coach, Rick Pitino's son, Richard Pitino. But the rest, they're in that tough Big Ten, and there's going to be a lot of schools coming out of the Big Ten to go in the NCAA tournament. I don't think Minnesota is going to be one of them unless they run make a run in their conference tournament. They're capable of doing that. They have the coaching. They've won some big games during the course of the year. They could put a run together and win the Big Ten tournament, but that looks like the only way they're going to possibly get into the NCAA tournament. But they are 15-13 against the spread, where Nebraska is actually 13-17 against the spread. But Nebraska lost 15 in a row. They've only won one game since 2020, since the beginning of the year. So they're 2-8 against the spread in their last 10. They score 69 points a game. They give up 76. This is Nebraska now. The Minnesota scores 69 points a game, and they give up 66. And arguably, Minnesota has one of the better players in the Big Ten, Daniel Arturo. And today is senior day for Minnesota. And the line in this game is 16.5. Minnesota's a 16.5 point favorite. But Nebraska, when they lose, they get crushed every game. They're always double-digit losses. And, always. So I just think with being senior day, I think Minnesota's the best out of the two worst. And conference worst. Minnesota overall isn't that terrible. They won some big games this year. So I like Minnesota minus the 16. Lay the points on senior day. I think they're going to just run the score up here and crush this Nebraska team. I want to look at another game here. I got a couple more games I'd like to throw at you. Today's Sunday. Let's throw some free plays at you. I do have two strong plays on the VIP side, so we can check that out too. And of course, just so you know, we're out there on Twitter. We're out there on Facebook. If you can share us, we're out there on our YouTube channel. If you could check out our YouTube channel and hit subscribe, that would be great. That helps us out. We're having fun with this. We like to get into different sports, different ways of gambling, different ways of trying to make some money. So it's all about money management too. So you got to bet with whatever within your bankroll. Don't go crazy. Pay your bills. Bet within the bankroll. So I would like to look at one other game here in the college, in the American Conference game, Tulsa versus Wichita State. Wichita State is a 7.5 point favorite at home. Both teams are having a really good year. Wichita State's 22-8. Tulsa is 21-9. Tulsa is actually the best team in the American Conference at 13-4. And Wichita State is fourth at 10-7. Against the spread, though, Wichita State is 14-14, so they're 500 against the spread. Tulsa is 18-12 against the spread. They're having a really good year against the spread. They score 68 points a game. They give up 62. And Wichita State scores 71 a game, and they give up 63. Tulsa's won 4 in a row and 7 out of their last 10. And they are 7-5 against the spread on the road. So they're a little bit over 500. They're 8-4 against the spread, having a rest advantage, which they've had against this team. They've been rested more. They haven't played in the last few days. So I like Wichita State is a 7.5 point favorite. I'm taking Tulsa in this game plus 7.5. They're the number one team in the conference, and they cover spreads. They're 6 games over 500 covering the spread, and they're on a streak. They won 4 in a row. I think they're going to play tough here. If they don't win on the court, I think they'll at least cover the 7.5 point spread. So, again, guys, check us out. I got one other game I want to look at, but check us out on our YouTube channel and go to spotonsportspicks.com. We got our selections out there on the VIP side. We got the videos out there if you want to see past videos. We're out there. We're looking trying to make some money, and for everybody to try to build up a bankroll for the big NCAA tournament coming on. And of course, what else is right around the corner? Baseball. Baseball is right around the corner. I love baseball. So, one other game I want to look at here, NBA action, Bulls versus the Nets. just a real quick thing here. The Nets have been playing pretty well lately. They're 28-34, but they're 30-30 against the spread. They shot up. They were a few games below 500. Now they're at 500. The Bulls are 27-35 against the spread, and they're 21-42 overall. They haven't been playing good lately. They're 4-10-1 in their last 15 against the spread, 2-7 in their last 9 against the Nets against the spread. The Nets are 6-2 against the spread at home, and the Nets are 5-1 against the spread against Central Division opponents. Real quick here, the Nets are a 5.5-point favorite at home. I like the Nets here. Lay the points. Bet the Nets. So we got 3 plays here on the VIP side. I want to try to open up after yesterday losing. I want to try to go 3-0 today. So we got Minnesota laying this in the college basketball, laying the 16.5 against Nebraska. We got Tulsa against Wichita State. Tulsa plus 7.5. And let's go to the NBA. We got the Nets minus 5.5. Little 3-team parlay there. Hopefully we can nail all 3 and try to make some money. Try to get some money back from yesterday. So hopefully everybody has a great Sunday. Thanks for listening. Take care, guys. It's all about cash and tickets. We can't forget that. And we woke up today, so it's a beautiful day. Always give thanks. So everybody have a great Sunday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We're getting closer. Have a great time. Take care.